The first thing you'll need is the bow maker itself. These come in packs of 3 different shapes, and you can get 3 different sizes as well. This is the large size. This is for use with 25mm or 1" ribbon. These make quite a large bow, nice for wrapping presents, that sort of thing. You'll also need ribbon. This is a double-sided ribbon, but you can also use single-sided ribbon. A medium to lightweight ribbon is best. If you use a very thick ribbon, it can be difficult to sew through. And lastly, you'll need a needle and thread. That can be any thread. If it's an ordinary sewing cotton, just double it. To start off with, you thread the ribbon through the hole in the middle of the bow maker. Leave about 3 centimeters, an inch or so, a little bit more than an inch. And this will be the back of your ribbon. The pattern side will be on this side if you're using a single-sided ribbon. 2 little tricks. When you wind the ribbon around the points, you always go in a clockwise direction. And when you take the ribbon across the back of the tool, always go across the hole. So I'll just show you what I mean by that. Take the ribbon and go around the first point, then take it across the back of the bow maker, goes across the hole in the middle, and then you go across the next point. On the 7-point bow maker, you always leave 2 at the top empty and 3 at the bottom. That's when you start. Then you'll go across the back again to the 2nd point. And the easiest way to remember which point that you'll be using, although there are diagrams in the instructions that you can follow if you get lost, but the easiest way to remember which one is that it's just next to the first one that you did. And then you go across the back again and around the next point, across the back again and around the 5th point, across the back, around the top point, across the back again and around the bottom point. So there you've gone all the way around once, and you can do once, twice. I like to do 3 times. I think that gives you a nicer bow. So I'm going to keep winding this until I've gone around 3 times. So I've wound all the way around a total of 3 times. Now I'm going to take, you can trim your ribbon at the back at this point. I ran out, so I'm not going to do that yet. I'll tidy that up at the end. Take your needle and thread and just sew through the middle. Leave a few inches of thread at the front and just take a few stitches backwards and forwards. Pull it nice and tight as you do that. Finish sewing coming out the front of the bow and tie the threads in a knot. Pull them really tight too. Tie a couple of knots to make it nice and strong. Then to pull your bow off the loom, take one point and just pull, and you can pop them off all the way around. The looms are quite flexible, So don't be worried if you have to bend the points a bit. You can just pull the last couple out. The reason you leave the needle on is if you want to sew another bow or a button or some sort of decoration in the middle. I'm not going to do that right now, so I'm just going to cut that off. And to finish your bow, you just want to pull the separate loops of ribbon apart. Maybe give them a little press, or you can pull them up so that they're very fluffy all the way around. And there you have a decorative bow with 3 layers of loops all the way around. You can give it a twist to offset the loops of the bow. It always looks nice. And you can finish off with 3 or 5 pointed another bow in the middle and stitch them together, or you can glue them together if it doesn't matter about washing. A triangular bow, buttons, beads. I've used yo-yo Suffolk puffs made on the Clover Suffolk puff makers. Their sizes really go well together. Sequins, really anything you can think of. And that's how you use the Clover bow maker.